or definitely to stay tuned for. Also wanted to get on the phone for here. This is actually a little scoreboard, by the way. We have these available. This is your 8-in-1 arcade game. We are the only ones here at HSN, the only place that you can get 8 of the most popular arcade games from back in the day when you had to go to the arcade to actually play these. You're getting 8 in 1. This is the Centipede Partycade arcade. It is $94 off today. This sale price is unheard of. It's just for our Black Friday event. $41.20, and we will ship it to you for free. This is the model that can go over the door if you choose. It can hang on a wall if you choose. It can also just stand on its own on any desk or any table, wherever you have it. But it's portable. It's nice and lightweight. You've got the traditional, look at that, the roller ball. That's what you know and love from Centipede. All of your buttons, same size, same sound. Clickety-click buttons, right? This is such an exciting opportunity, and we are the only ones that have it. For the last, I would say 2, maybe 3 years here at HSN, we introduced Arcade1Up. We introduced single game arcade games. They've been really popular. You can get Arcade1Up at other retailers. They offer 1 game, maybe 2 games. They're much bigger, much clunkier, and far more expensive. So this is a very special opportunity. What a great way to be able to bring people around, a perfect family gift, a great way to be able to just have fun and kind of bring that retro feel back into your home. 723-080 is your item number. Bill Duggan, I promised you. So he was here with a karaoke microphone earlier. He just doesn't stop playing, and why would you, Bill? All right, let me guess, you've got the high score.
I wish. I know who got the high score last season, and that was you and your daughter. But that's really where
that's why I brought it up.
Just rub it in my face. But I feel like I'm back in the pizza parlor, or back in the arcade, but I'm at home. And what's really great about this, it is the iconic classic. If you research the 80s like Shannon and myself, or lived in it like Shannon and myself, you can grow up with what you grew up with, but it's not just for me. It's not just one player. It's not just hogging the television. So yes, Arcade1Up won Tech Toy of 2019 with reinventing what we grew up with and giving us this unique footprint. And I like to call that unique footprint out because, yes, Arcade1Up is in the big box stores, but it's the big standalone version. It's the little itty-bitty countercade. This is the Partycade. 17-inch screen, which is great, and this is what makes it a party. Wherever you take it, you can hang it over the door like I have it. You can wall mount it, the brackets included, the door brackets included, or you can use it tabletop, which is just so versatile for whether it's just going to be in the kids' room or you bring it out for game night, which is important. Because some of those other units can only be played on the coffee table, only played on the kitchen counter, or live in that one room in the basement or the garage. This you can really set up and take wherever you want. Look at that nice large LCD screen, 17 inches, volume control, fully licensed artwork, by the way. It's all the original artwork. And the big evolution truly has been that this does not just have Centipede in it. It has 8 games on the inside. It comes out to just about $25 a game, and we have the classics. We have Centipede, we have Millipede, we have Liberator, Missile Command, Super Breakout, Crystal Castle, Avalanche. If I don't think about it, I can say this name, but it's Akabar. I'm messing it up. But it's all right here, built in. But remember, what really does set this apart is how I can, yes, this is the door to the garage, right? The bracket's totally included. My bracket just came off. But more importantly, I'm going to pop this off. And what you're going to notice is I can move this around room to room. There we go. I'm trying to do this live. Sorry, guys. Boom, pop this off the wall. And there we go. It was always so much easier without the camera on. Boom, just like that. Look at this footprint. It is so nice and narrow and slim. Artwork on the side, so it even looks great. And one thing you have to realize, this is going to be shipping to you for free. I just had to look down at the graphics because we don't always get to offer that. Fully assembled, plug and play. I am not on the internet. I'm not playing by quarter, which I like to say quarter because that dates myself. You can't even play per quarter anymore. And it has that regular size trackball. This has not been minimized. This has not been minimized. The only thing that has is the chassis. So it's great in terms of setup. You know what I also appreciate? My nephew got this for his birthday last year. If you do want to pack it up because maybe the kids aren't doing their homework or maybe you just want to bring it out when it is game night, it is one piece of equipment. You pack it up and you put it in the closet, you put it away. But more importantly, when you take it out, everyone can play with it because it's the game I knew. It's the game that the kids are going to be fascinated by to see how this works and how it goes. And that's where it's fun for everybody. Because yes, I gave my nephew one, and he's under 10 years old. But I played on it, the brother-in-law played on it, even grandma got in on the action, because that's where Arcade1Up has really brought it back to the forefront. But look how versatile that is. That could be a closet door. That could be your laundry room. Now it's a game room. Or bring it out on the tabletop. We do have those stools in, as well, which are great because you pick which stool you want, and it comes with 2 size options. And remember, 8 games built in. Not just 1, not 3, but 8. All fully licensed, all just like the originals. The audio and everything is the exact same that you would have found back in the, I mean, I can come over here and play Centipede, Millipede, Super Breakout. This was a throwback. Come right over here, and this is where you are having fun with going back in time. Because I got to tell you, Shannon, my niece and nephew, they have this. If they hand this to me, it's an IQ test. I mean, I don't know where to begin. But more importantly, we can all have fun with this. And you know what's great? Because yes, it could be decor if you'd like, but remember, it's versatile. I could have it over the door. I could wall mount it. I could leave it out. And I think a lot of parents appreciate it's that one piece, plug and play, not little pieces. You can put it away when you don't necessarily want it out, but you're going to want it out because it is a conversation piece. And I'm just glad these are back because we have not had them back on air since July. So you tuned in at the right time. Well, here we go. 1 player or 2 players? Do you want to play, Shannon?
Yeah, through the TV. I do want to play. But you know, I've got Centipede over here, having 3 kids with all of their own devices and everybody experts at their own video games, right? I can't play on their tablet. I can't play a video game with them. The family doesn't gather around and watch somebody play on a tablet, right? That sounded like a Big Loser sound. But this it draws people in. And this season in particular, we are all about getting people together, having that event, that experience. That's what this is. You don't have to save up for that arcade game. You know, they've been popping up all over the place, stores in malls, now that we're getting back to malls, where they have refurbished the old games, right? They're thousands of dollars to get like one of the full-size arcade games. This has the same size screen. It has the actual size trackball, the actual sounds, the actual, it's the actual game, but for far less, for only $205.99. And I say only because you're getting 8 games, and I say only because you can spread your payments out over 5 months if you'd like to, and that's interest-free. Interest-free payments, $41.20. But one of the great things about HSN is that's not layaway. So after your first payment of $41.20, you get to start practicing your Centipede game. You get to play all 8 of your arcade games. And then every month, it's just $41.20 billed to your choice. If you want it PayPal or you want it to come right out of your bank account, debit card, we can do that as well. Visa, American Express, so many different options when it comes to payments. This is your chance to be able to get it. And I was just getting, Bill, I'm not surprised that we're in our final quantity, but I mean, truly, like we brought in over 10,000 of these. We've got 1,100 remaining. So we've sold almost 90% of what we brought in for the entire holiday season. So when I say this is your day to get it, and we've taken $94 off, honestly, you've got all the way through the end of January with extended returns, but this is the one you gotta get.
And you're getting not just 1 game, remember. You get those 8 games. If I wanted to have 8 freestanding arcade machines in my garage, that would be the entire garage. No tools, no car, nothing else. This has 8 built in. Or, you know, even if you wanted more games for your gaming system, that would be a cartridge after cartridge. Look how versatile this is. It could live on the wall because that wall mounting bracket, even the screws and bolts, all included. I love the over-the-door option because if you're in an apartment, you're not going into the wall at all. You can just, you know, latch this over the door just like you would a shoe organizer, but you're walking away with bang for your buck. And that could be the kids' room or any door. Or there's even the tabletop option. But, you know, my brother-in-law picked up one because he has an Airbnb, and he thought it would kind of be fun. You know, people come over, it gives them something to do. And yet, remember, it's not 1 game. It's 8 games built in 1. I love the fact that when we had these in studio, everyone came out of the woodwork. You know, we have the fashion guys and the culinary people. Everyone would come out to the studio to play because they all wanted to get their hands on this because it's approachable gaming. I mean, the gaming of today, like you talked about your kids getting on their tablets, it's confusing. It's also just how, this is 1 button. Actually, I'll bring it a little closer because this is where, again, I love the fact that I can move it around. It's lightweight enough. There's no assembly required. Some of the other ones out there do have a lot of assembly required. and boom. I'm gonna come over here. I pick 1 or 2 players if I'd like, just like you would. Has a leaderboard, just like you would back in the arcade days. Turn up my volume full blast, because it's always better when you have that full blast volume. There we go, and here we go. We're off and running, and then I'm shooting. It's just like I did this back in the pizza parlor in the day, quarter by quarter, getting better and better. And by the way, Shannon, do you know which came first, millipede or centipede?
Ooh, I mean, I would have thought centipede, but which one?
Yeah, you're correct. Centipede came first, and actually that's what's nice about it. It almost has a nice, I can turn down the volume too, Mom and Dad, which is great. So turn down that volume, because actually it does have a nice little progression. So if the kids get bored of centipede because they got really good at it, jump over to millipede, which is great. But then you can jump over to avalanche. You can jump over to any of the 8 games that are built in. And that's really what I also get excited about. 8 games, which is awesome and fun. But when you are done with this, or maybe the kids are acting up, it's like, enough gaming, I'm putting it away, or we'll take it out on the weekend. It is a small footprint where really it's easy to pack up and take out just for the party, or bring it to the party. Maybe Thanksgiving is at, Aunt Sally's house, and Aunt Sally doesn't have a gaming system and all of that, or there's never enough for the kids to do, or it's just for the kids. This truly can come out at the tailgate. I heard you talking about the tailgates earlier, the Cleveland Browns. Bring this out. Have fun with it. It just plugs into your wall outlet, which is great. But because it is just 1 unit, it's awesome. But also, they did not make the screen smaller. They did not redo the artwork. It is fully licensed across the top, across the front, even the side, which is great. That is the Partycade difference. And realize the Partycade is only here at HSN and QVC. They did it just for us.
Okay.
They took the bigger units, the same size screen, and gave us this unique chassis, but with more than just 1 game. 8 games built in for hours of entertainment. So, I just lost all my lives. I can come back here, hit player 2, and I'm back up and running. This is where everyone's gonna have fun with this, and you're gonna have it earlier than the holidays, which is even more fun.
Oh,
Look at you go.
died.
Oh.
Okay, that was only my first life. I'm realizing now, I'm having a revelation, by the way. This is probably where my fear of spiders came from. The little spider coming down, he's gonna kill you. You've got 1 life left. All right, I mean, maybe not. Maybe it was that movie, Arachnophobia. But for $41.20.
You are so going back to the 80s.
Right? All my research is paying off.
Exactly.
But for $41.20, you can't stop the smiles on people's faces. It brings people together.
Totally.
If you're thinking about any other gaming systems, and you may not realize this, boy, I realized it after I bought a gaming system for several $100s. Every game, it costs $70. Whenever you buy a new game, it's $70. And then once the kids cheat, they're like, oh, I finished that game. I was like, what? You finished the game? What do you mean?
Yeah.
These are games, you don't finish the game, you keep playing. It's so much fun.
Right.
$205.99, and you're getting all 8 games included. $41.20, and it's our final 10% of everything that we brought in, and you're saving almost $100 today. All right, I just have to show you, you mentioned that stool, and I was taking advantage of it. I had to look at it. I just came in and I sat down on the stool. This makes it your own arcade